of all, stop putting your hair in ponytails. Stop pulling your hair back. Stop putting tension, especially along your edges. Look at this picture. Where did my edges go? Where did they go? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is TrulyHVynLeigh. Thanks again for those who are returning, and for those who are new, welcome. Hope you enjoy. Make yourself at home. Today's topic, we're going to be touching on shedding versus breakage, and I am going to touch on like postpartum shedding too, because that's what I've recently experienced. But this is for anyone. I mean, anybody who's wondering like, this is too much hair that I'm taking out as I'm washing my hair, you know, however often, every 2 weeks, once a month, whatever. It's too much hair. Like, is this regular shedding? And then touching on like, no, your hair is breaking off. So if you're interested, keep watching. And if you like the video, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. Hopefully by the end of this all, you will subscribe. But anyway, let's hop right in. So I'm gonna be taking down my hair. I did a twist out. Waited too late. You know, if you are low porosity, your hair dries super slow once it's wet, and so I did my hair way too late last night, and so I had to rig a hairstyle for work, okay? Because I did go in today. And if you want tips on like what to do with your hair, you know, or you need a last minute hairstyle, let me know. Drop a comment down below, because I might be able to do like a little series, because I've had a lot of instances where I did my hair too late and then it was still wet in the morning, and I had to rush and trying to figure out what hairstyle can I do to look presentable, okay? But today we want to talk about shedding. I'm gonna have images and videos of my hair, specifically in the past 6 months or so, because I've been documenting postpartum, and so I can just show you like my hair is getting to a point where it is more normal, I would say. Ooh, this lighting, hello. I would say my hair is getting to the point where it's like normal shedding. It's not what I was experiencing like May. I gave birth to my daughter in February, and when I tell y'all, I was like crying. Not literally, but I wanted to cry because I was experiencing so much shedding. And this was like actual shedding, and I know that because of the strands of hair. When you look at your hair, you know, after it's come out from a wash, or not necessarily when you're taking down braids, so like look at your hair when you're washing it. How much hair do you normally shed? And once you look at those strands, how long are they? Are they the entire length of your hair, or are they like different sizes, you know, short, long? I'll put a video up here of after I washed my hair, and I kind of put the strands of hair on the wall, so you can see like how long are the strands of hair that I was shedding. And I know it was shedding because it was the length of my hair. But you'll also see some shorter strands, and those strands basically indicate like there was some breakage. It really depends on the products that you use, because some of my products are bomb, and I mean, it detangles my hair very nicely. But then other products, especially if they're clarifying products, I mean, it just makes the detangling process a little bit harder. And if you've watched my previous videos, which I hope you have, I've mentioned I don't use tools. Like, I don't use combs to detangle my hair, or like a detangling brush. I do have a Denman brush, and do I think it's necessary for detangling? Not necessary. It is nice, I think, when you're trying to prepare your hair for a twist out or something, because the smoother your hair is, the better as you prepare for that. But I broke a lot of my hair off. And when I say a lot, like a lot to me is if the size is as big as a golf ball. Like if I have that much hair shed at the end of my wash, like that's a little bit too much for me. And in this instance where I broke it off, when I put the hair against the shower wall, like I could just tell there were too many pieces that were like half the length of my hair. So that's how I know, and that's too much. So for those who are just transitioning, it might be a little bit different. Give yourself time, like 6 to 8 months, to really see as your hair goes through the transformation, as it goes through the journey. Your shedding is gonna be a little bit different, and that's okay. But for me, I'm consistent enough that I know when too much is too much. Here are a couple more photos of my hair bundled up and how much I had. Like I mentioned, I gave birth to my daughter in February, but I really didn't notice how much my hair was shedding until May. And I don't know how. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, probably because I had braids up. And I know what you're thinking. Heaven, if you had braids up, when you took your hair down, that was just the amount of hair that you would have shed on a day-to-day basis, but in one sitting as you were taking your hair out. No, this was like a lot. Like, I have never seen this much hair ever. I did post to my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do. It's _TrulyHVynLeigh. But yeah, no, this was too much. Like, it was alarming. And if I hadn't just given birth, I really would have been like calling a dermatologist or calling, you know, my hairstylist, because she's very knowledgeable when it comes to natural hair especially. And so I started to document my postpartum shedding, and so it's very normal. A lot of women go through it, but they may not know what's normal shedding and what's something that they need to go to a doctor, because I am not a licensed cosmetologist or hairstylist, but sometimes there are other health situations going on internally that can determine your hair loss. So you don't want to be confused, and so I'm just shedding light on my postpartum experience, but it's not one size fits all. Everybody has a different experience. Even different pregnancies have different experiences. So just want to add that disclaimer. One thing to realize once you notice your hair is going through a lot of shedding or even breakage is, how are you going to treat your hair moving forward? First of all, stop putting your hair in ponytails. Stop pulling your hair back. Stop putting tension, especially along your edges. Look at this picture. Where did my edges go? Where did they go? Where did they go? It's been a very long time since I have remotely lost edges, like from a braid style or from some sort of protective style. No, stop pulling your hair, okay? Stop putting it up in buns. If your hair, you know, it's like, I get it, because as moms, we're busy. We get tired. I've been there. It's very hard. And sometimes I felt that the only thing that I could do for self-care was doing my hair. Like, that was my me time. And even if you don't know what to do with your hair, contact somebody who does, like a friend who does and who has natural hair or can give you pointers. And if you don't have anyone like that, watch my videos. Write me on Instagram, or, you know, even Twitter. I'm on there. Same tag name. _TrulyHVynLeigh. Or watch my videos and honestly write comments. Like, I'm looking at the comments to help and answer questions for you all. So if you don't know what styles to do, a lot of twist outs like this was just like twisted, 2-strand twist down to my scalp. I did this so much transitioning when I was trying to transition from heat damage hair to my now curly hair. Lots of twist outs, and this is what I did. I mean, braided down to my hair. I got down to a science. Took me about 25 minutes. That might be a long time for you, but once I took it down, we started getting results, okay? So I would say wash and goes if you can. If you're experiencing shedding and you're okay with your curls, do wash and goes. Like, don't put stress on your edges. Do not pull your hair up in a ponytail or back in a bun. The less stress and tension you can put on your hair, the better. Point blank. Watch out for protective styles too. Like, if you just want to say, I don't know what to do with my hair, I'm losing my edges anyway, give me some knotless braids or butterfly locks. Like, I would not recommend styles like that. I mean, if you want to and you're okay with your edges, you know, just going, I get it. But I would try to use as many oils and like massage your scalp, stimulate your hair follicles. That's what has worked for me. So I can show you kind of like a before and in progress. I'm not gonna say after, because I'm still trying to get my edges back, but in progress. So these are some photos here. I have been working on getting my edges back, not putting as much stress. Here are a couple of products that I've been using. Of course, we have my Mael. The rosemary mint, I mean, it comes back again. That is one of my favorite. I use that regardless. Like if I was shedding, if I had hair breakage, hair loss, like whatever. I'm telling you, that peppermint feeling on my scalp, chef's kiss, okay? And so massage your temples or massage the areas that are being affected and, you know, keep stress off of it. And I just kind of interchange those, mainly using my L, but I will massage my scalp with it, and I think that it has helped. I mean, look at the pictures. You can tell me, has it helped? Are my edges growing back? They've definitely stopped shedding. So that's progress. So let's recap what we've talked about today, right? We mentioned what it looks like between your hair shedding versus your hair breaking off. And so you want to look at the length of your hair. And so do you see that amount of hair in the shower or wherever, in the sink, wherever you wash your hair at? Do you see that amount or that length of hair in the sink? If not, if it's half of that, or if it's like different sizes, your hair is breaking off. So be careful how you're detangling. That will be my first step. Second step will be careful what products you're using, because not every product is going to be suitable for your hair. There may be nothing wrong with the product, but it just may not suit your hair. So as you go along your hair journey, you'll find out what products work best for you, and that product might not be it because it causes your hair to tangle. Third, I would look at your hairstyles. What hairstyles are you doing often? If you are wearing wigs, good for you, boo. You want to grow your hair out. Make sure that in between, as you're getting, you know, you're taking your wigs down and you're getting your hair rebraided, make sure that you're doing a deep conditioner. Make sure, if you can, do a protein treatment. Afro-G has an amazing 2-step protein treatment that in between any protective styles I would recommend you use to help strengthen those bonds of your hair and make sure that they're strong when you're going to get your hair tied up and it's going to be away for a long period of time. Anything more than 4 weeks, I would say, is a long period of time. So after looking at your hairstyles and you still notice breakage, make sure you contact, you know, your doctor or your physician, because there may be something underlying that you don't know about, and you want to get that checked out to make sure that's not an indicator for something more serious. Okay? Hairstyles that are going to help you release the tension: wash and goes, wash and goes, wash and goes. Do more wash and goes while your hair is going through this transition, especially if you're postpartum shedding, because you don't want to put excess tension on your edges because they're gonna be gone, like mine. And I will also recommend, if you can do twist outs, but just, you know, washing the hair, like loose strands are probably best. Don't twist really tight along that scalp or wherever your affected areas are. Try to be as loose and as gentle as possible. Make sure that you're tending to your scalp to help stimulate that hair growth and help you grow your edges back, girl, okay? So this video was fairly short, but I wanted to just touch on this because I experienced postpartum shedding and I was freaking out, and I don't want anyone else to go through that without having some sort of solution or tips on how to combat it. At the end of the day, I want you to take care of yourself. Self-care is very important. So if you notice any shedding or breakage, like, identify it and then try to take the necessary steps to fix it. If that means you're changing up your hairstyle, you're putting less tension. As you can see, wash and goes or like twist out styles, it covers up the fact that I barely have edges right now. They're still growing back. I'm using products to massage my scalp, and this is happening every day. So like, I don't take a day off because I want my edges to grow back as soon as possible, and the more stimulation you have, the better. Okay? And making sure that if the shedding persists, you contact your physician or your doctor or someone to look at, you know, your health. So thanks so much for joining. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you like it if you did. Subscribe, please join the fam, and hit that bell notification so you know when I drop the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.